Hi guys, my name is Luanda Mselegu. I'm an au pair here in the Netherlands. I've been here in the Netherlands for I think 8 months now, and I've been getting so many DMs from people, on my Instagram and stuff, asking me how did you apply, what's the process. I think I'm just gonna compile this video to be information that you need, I guess, shops you can go to, cheap shops that you can go to. I think a little bit of documents that you can get in order to be here, just overall things that I've learned while I've been here in the Netherlands. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna compile it into one video, and then whenever someone asks me a question, I can just link them to the video. So I made a whole list on my phone and stuff of just basic things that I think that you might need. So because I'm an au pair, my process might be different to another person's process, because I'm not sure what visa. I just know I have a Schengen visa. I don't know which type, but I just know that you need a Schengen visa. I'm just gonna talk about, I think, being an au pair, and because that's the type of thing that I relate to, I guess. So the documents that you need is an unabridged certificate. You need that in order to come to Europe. You need a passport, obviously. And then another thing that make you do is a medical check, basically to see if you have TB. I think that's the main thing, and HIV and stuff. And in order to get your visa, you can either go to Pretoria or you can go to Cape Town, whichever is closer to you. I went to Pretoria because Cape Town was way too far for me. And also when you get here to the Netherlands, you have to do another TB test as well to make sure that you actually didn't contract it while you were coming here. And then the thing that we're moving on to, the next topic, is things to do when you first get here. Things to do when you first get here is open a bank account. That's because the Netherlands is essentially is a cashless society. A lot of people here, they don't use cash most of the time. And the banks that I would the banks that I would recommend is Revolut and Bank. Personally, I use Bank, and I think that is very cheap as well. Or you can also use ING, because ING, I think, has been around for the longest. Also, register at the municipality. That's very important. I think you need to do that within the first 3 months of you getting here. And then when you also leave, is deregister by the municipality, your local municipality. Get a train card. Yes, that's very important. Using the train, most of the times it'll get you by, all the time, because it's mainly the main mode of transport that they use here. Also, if you can, try and get a bike. I know that I've asked my host parents, what do you think is the easiest way that I can get there? Maybe if I don't have access to the train or whatever, if the train doesn't go that far, they will 100% recommend a bike, which is a little bit. And then book an appointment for your TB test, because that's also one of the things that you need to do within 3 months of getting here. It's also I'm actually sitting outside because it's such a lovely sunny day today. Okay, places where you can shop where it's cheaper. I think maybe just jump on a train and go to Germany. I'm joking. Well, it is cheaper. If you can, then do it, because it's 10 times cheaper. The Netherlands is actually extremely expensive. So if you can, jump on a train and go to Germany, or hop in the car and go to Germany, do your shopping and come back. Okay, for bath and body stuff, you can go to Normal, or you can go to Kruidvat. Is actually kind of expensive. Normal is cheaper. I would say Kruidvat is Clicks, and maybe Normal is Dis-Chem. But when you go into that store, it's Dis-Chem and Clicks mixed together with the shops that sell hair care stuff and stuff in the town, in the CBDs. I feel it's more of that vibe. It's things are extremely cheap in that shop, and I absolutely love it. And once you go in there, you can't leave, basically. For that, Bath and Body Works. For groceries, I would recommend Lidl. It's actually very cheaper than Albertine, a lot cheaper. But then a lot of people from the Netherlands say that you should shop around and not just do all your shopping in one store. You can do shopping in multiple stores, and then it works out cheaper. And then for clothes and stuff, I would highly recommend New Yorker or Vinted. That's used items, and then people sell them online. You can get good stuff from there also. I would also recommend Primark. I also really love Primark, and I love New Yorker also. I would say Primark is more Mr. Price, and then New Yorker is it's Mr. Price / Cotton On type of those vibes. It's cheaper, but it can also be expensive, but it has good quality clothes, and their stuff is nice. Things that you should pack. Number 1 is medication. Now, if you know that you are a person that gets sick all the time, the best thing that you can do if you come into the Netherlands is pack medication, because you will get sick, and these people will recommend paracetamol for everything. You have a headache, paracetamol. Your stomach is sore, paracetamol. You have the flu, paracetamol. So if you know that you're a person that gets sick all the time, and I mean, it's weird because in South Africa we have access to medication just we take medication for like everything. You have a stomach ache, you know what medication to take. You have a headache, you know what medication to take, but like they take paracetamol for everything. And especially when you come here, I think that you should also pack like a lot of maybe Carenza C, cough mixture. What else I can think of, like allergies, like anything that you know that you might need, that will really help you. Med lemon, because they don't have that here. Carenza C especially, because I don't have that here as well. I'm trying to think of like any other medication. You have stomach aches, pack your Myogel, like everything that you can think of. Like before you come, go to Dis-Chem, buy your medication, make them put it in like the Ziploc bag thingy and declare it, because just in case they give you problems by the airport and stuff, you can get that. Let me see what else is on here. If you see me looking down the whole time, I'm looking at a list. What else? Deodorants. That actually helped me a lot, because when I came here, I think I brought like 12 roll-ons and 12 sprays, and like it's lasting me up until now. I still have like a lot of roll-on. I brought like a lot of hair care stuff. I mean self-care stuff. That's another thing. If you are a person who has like any type of hair texture and like you into really taking care of your hair, I would highly recommend that you bring like your own hair care stuff, because things here are extremely expensive. And you know that you can get it cheaper at Clicks or Dis-Chem or even Pick n Pay. So like bring your own hair care stuff, anything that you can think of. A deep moisturizer, shampoo and conditioner is okay, you can find it here. But like especially stuff for like 4C hair, if you're a person who has 4C hair, I would recommend that you bring your own stuff, because what I noticed what they do is you won't really find it like in the normal shops like your Crayfat and your Normal. But then like if you find it in like a separate shop, like a small African hair care shop or whatever, it's like double the price, and you know very well Uguti, they're getting those stuff from back home and they're bringing it here and they're selling it at like a ridiculous amount. I mean, they're selling Doc and Lovely for like 20 euros. Are you serious? Doc and Lovely, something that's like 150 rand. That's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. What else? Sorry. If you're a person that has braids and stuff, I would highly recommend you bringing your own braiding hair, like as much braiding hair as you can pack, put it in that suitcase and bring it on over. Like anything like your synthetic fibers, your weave, like anything that you might need for your hair, I would recommend that you bring it, because as I said, you're going to find like your hair, like your braiding hair in like the African shops, and then it's going to be like 7 euros. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 140 rand for one pack of hair. That's crazy. When you know very well what's at home, you can buy it for 10 rand. So yeah. Bring that also. Braiding hair, yes, especially if you have 4C hair. Self-care things, yes, I think also self-care things, because you're not going to find this type of same brands that you have back home. But then also if you do find it, it's going to be expensive and stuff. So like try and bring a lot of that also. But like now, I'm not saying overpack your suitcase, but like just try and think of things that you use on your day-to-day basis, and maybe pack like 6 of those, or like so that it can at least last you like 6 months until you find like a cheaper alternative when you get the side that you can use or whatever. If you're a tea person, bring your own tea, especially if you're a rooibos person. Like I am definitely a tea person, and here they're more of coffee people, so like tea is not really a common thing. And the tea that they have here, I don't really like it. At first, I refused to drink it. And then I used to go to Utrecht, because they have like a South African shop where you can buy things, well, not cheap, but like South African things. And I would buy it there all the time until I realized I'm kind of wasting my money. So then I gave in and I drank it. But like I absolutely don't like it. And we all know that rooibos is only found in South Africa, and then they bring it to other countries as well. But it's not the same, I think. Yeah, so like try and bring like a lot of rooibos. Bring aromat, you're gonna miss that flavor, that taste. Bring biltong, you're gonna miss that. They sell biltong here, but it's not the same. They will never make it the way that we do. It's kind of weird. What else? Smarties. They have Smarties here. I'm trying to think of like snack, like just bring South African snacks and stuff, like a small amount of stuff to just make you remember home, especially like when you're feeling homesick and stuff, and you're like, I'm wishing for something, but like everything that you taste here doesn't give you that comfort, because it doesn't taste like what you usually used to. I don't know if that makes sense or whatever, but like yeah, bring that as well. Now we're moving on. Things that you need to know in the Netherlands. Number 1, biking is actually really a thing here. The biking culture, I know I've said this, I think I've said this in like the previous video or whatever, but like biking is actually really a thing here. You'll be at home, or you'll be like on your bike, and you will see a granny on a bike. That's like, I think one of the biggest culture shocks that I have had a problem getting over. Like I can't get over the thought of an old person on a bike. I feel like in South Africa, old people are not as active as they are here. Back home, they're like not as active, and like here they actually like go outside and they do stuff. It's like kind of weird, which is like it's a good thing, because like mobility keeps you fit, and then also you can recycle your stuff and get money back I know, that's the best thing ever. Like if you bought a bottle of Coke or whatever, you can take it back to the shop, or you can take it to the shops have like recycling bins or whatever where you can put your stuff in and you get the money same time. You can do that. And also the plastic lids don't come off. That is like a hard thing. When I first came, I was like trying to pull it off, and then I was like, but then it makes sense because they're big on recycling here. So like when the bottle gets recycled, it gets recycled at the same time as the lid. That also, you experience 4 seasons in one day, basically. 4 seasons in one day: winter, summer, autumn, spring. It basically feels like you're in Cape Town because it's like the same thing. Like it's hot and it's cold and it's windy and it's sunshine like all the time, all in one time. If you can get a ski jacket, it's gonna help you from the wind, from the cold, from the rain. If you can do that also. Another thing, sandwiches are really a thing here. Yes, they are. Like sandwiches are really, really a thing here. Like they eat sandwiches all the time. It's like really a thing. And bread and cheese with everything. And also it's a very relaxed society, I think, until it's the summer or until they have a festival or they have a carnival, and then you will see them like going crazy, I guess. But like, yeah, I think those are the things that I wanted to talk about in this video, because like a lot of people have been asking me. I don't know if I left out anything. Maybe you can put it in the comment section and then I'll answer it for you. But I kind of enjoyed doing this video. Okay, bye.